He's grabbing the rash guard here. In case he gets it, he's posting that on his Facebook for sure. I don't know how much he paid these refs, but evidently he ended up winning the tournament. So
shut your lips. It's time for a brand new episode of what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, said it's time for a brand new episode of Talking Jit.
all right, let's critique more of Mark Zuckerberg. You think he knows jiu-jitsu? Let's find out. Afraid of losing your Facebook? Don't watch. All right, coming to this Nogi. I think this is second match with the same guy. So this is his second match with him. So we got good arm fighting. Or grip fighting, I don't know why I said arm fighting. Homie grabs a guillotine. That's a good call. So, back it up. When we start a lot of matches, what I do like here is Mark is keeping his head. Where's my tools? Keeping his head up higher than this guy. So you can see he's got the leverage, in my opinion. And this guy, head is, this is where his knee is, that's where his head is. Look at that gap right here, right? So I do like Mark's posture over this guy's posture right now because his head is way less leaning forward and his head is also higher than that guy. And this arm is staying on the inside. So if this guy shoots or is trying to shoot, he's already got like his first defense mechanism in the way. And they're just kind of going back and forth here, pummeling. Another thing I like is keeping inside here and keeping these frames. If you notice, his arms are inside. This guy's arms are outside. So Mark also has the option of flaring his elbows out. And if he flares his elbows out, it's going to flare this guy's arm, shoulder up and his arms out. So it's going to start giving the guy like a little bit of like the scarecrows, right? Turning his body. And guess what happens when you do that? They start putting their weight on other feet. So if you're cupping here, flaring your elbows up, that guy starts tilting. He's going to tilt this direction. This foot over here gets really heavy. So just a little bit of a quick breakdown. This kind of basics I go over with my guys here. See, and that guy's trying snap downs with arms on the outside. Mark is keeping his collar ties. His head's a little bit lower, but once he wins the head battle here with the collar tie, it gives you the opportunity for guillotines, which I don't ever jump, but shoots under, boom, yep. So again, he's kind of grabbing the, he's grabbing the rash guard here, but he goes for this shot. I think he's just trying to force things, or obviously being brand new, he's a white belt, so he's gonna make mistakes. Going under here, what happens is that guy made a good call. Going for the neck. I don't like him. I would rather, if I was this guy right here, I'm going snap down. If I got my arm over the head and the other arm over here, because you're kind of going all in. If you don't land this guillotine, then you're going to lose points because you pulled submission and he's on top. They're going to call it a takedown rather than a submission attempt. So you're going to actually lose. So you're going all in on this. And just not a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going snap down. I'm going to take a step back, get my hips way out here, and then I'm going to use my body to drag the face down to the floor and kind of put them in turtle and give myself the chance to either do a back take, or you could even choke from turtle, head on turtle, start trying chokes from there, head and arm and stuff. So I don't really jump the ghillie, but teach his own. And then also, oh man, he had a good opportunity right here. If you do and you end up in this position right here, hips win. So how we talked about earlier, head being higher is a good, hips being higher is also good. So if you ever land on the mat flat next to somebody in like a neutral position or in a scramble, get your hips up first and you're going to end up on top. So in this position, had he kept rolling this way and taken the higher ground, not only would he have the guillotine still and probably even tighter and a really good shot at finishing the match, but he would also have a mounted position. Throws the arms in. I can already tell this probably isn't going to land. He's not twisting the arms in enough. He's kind of doing the squeeze, the bully squeeze, rather than, trying to find his angles. And then the way he's like pinching his knees here and kicking his feet up, he's trying to get that extra little bite. When you need to climb your feet up, you need to get higher up. I like how he's cheesing for the camera. You see that? He gave it a good look just in case he gets it. He's posting that on his Facebook for sure. Mark is out. Bad posture right off the rip. I wonder what he's working on here. I'm not a huge fan of and I don't know why people are in the guard and they lean so far forward, they get on their toes, and then they start fighting the armpits. And I'm just wondering, what is the best case scenario out of that? There might be something I'm missing. I'm sure there's something that exists, but it seems like everybody automatically goes for that. And nobody puts their ass on the floor. Nobody puts their ass on the floor and just uses good posture and starts breaking the guard. So I'm curious as to what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to drive the knee into the butt. Maybe. But even in this position, see, this is what I'm talking about. It makes it easy for this guy to snake your leg right here. And now, even if he lets go of this guard, he could still pop in some hooks and do some, keep you off balance pretty freaking easily. You probably don't see that too much at white belt level, but still. I'm getting a little bit gassed here. Hands are on the floor, Mark. We don't like that. What do you guys think so far? Does this guy know some jiu-jitsu, or is this is an old video, but I'm sure he's a lot further along now. It'd be interesting to see. And that's another thing. He's leaning the forearm across the neck here, kind of giving the guy opportunity. I was just about to say, and here we go. He's grabbing he's grabbing the spats now. Nope, nope. Good defense. I like how he caught the leg. I think we talked about this in the last video, but right here, right here, it looks like he's getting stacked already. I guess it's, like I said, good time to go for arm bars, but not when you don't have the elbow, right? Sit on the inside. I would go omoplata right there, but teach his own. Flips over. Mark has a good opportunity here to start walking around like a clock. I would have gone the other way, but that's fine. Walk around it, get out. Nice. This will probably seal the deal for him, I would think. Driving that knee forward, head and arm. Okay, the match is over. So, I mean, it's a white belt match. The dude's, at this point, the dude's new to the sport. I don't know how much he paid these refs, but evidently he ended up winning the tournament. So what do you think about this guy being in the sport? I know I'm really late to the game, but now that I have a little bit of a community, I would like to know what other people think. So let me know down below and let me know what I missed. Thanks for watching.
They try to drown me, I can swim upstream so profoundly. I can stay calm in a dire situation. I'm at it every day, no time for a vacation. And I smell blood in the water. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my daughters. Now gonna shut your lips. It's time for a brand new episode of What? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, said it's time for a brand new episode of Talking Jit.